Good morning, students. According to excretory product and their elimination, today we will learn regulation of kidney function or urine formation. Okay, so let's start. Nervous system and endocrine glands are said to influence or regulate the urine formation. Okay, हमारे किडनी में जो यूरिन का फार्मेशन होता है बॉडी के एक्सक्रीटिव प्रोडक्ट को निकालने के लिए और लिक्विड एक्सक्रीटिव प्रोडक्ट को निकालने के लिए उसे नर्वस सिस्टम और एंडोक्राइन ग्लैंड के द्वारा जो हार्मोन्स का सिक्रेशन होता है वो दोनों ही मिलकर कंट्रोल करते हैं. सो फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल वी नो हाउ टू कंट्रोल द यूरिन फार्मेशन बाय नर्वस system. So nervous control, the kidney are inverted by the nerves from central nervous system. The nerve impulse transmitted along with these nerve fibers from the central nervous system cause the renal blood vessels to become constricted or dilated. It also changes the permeability of the glomerular wall and the absorptive capacity of the epithelial cells of the excretory tubules. This affect the urine formation. Okay, and hormonal control. These are few hormones secreted by endocrine glands which play a major role in the urine formation and regulation. These are controlled by juxtaglomerular apparatus JGA in short. Okay, so JGA operates a multi-hormonal renin angiotensin aldosterone system RAAS. Juxtaglomerular cells secrete an enzymes renin into blood streams. Renin converts plasma protein called angiotensinogen to a peptide called angiotensins second, which work as hormone. It increases blood pressure by causing arterioles to constrict. It also increases blood volume in two ways: by inducing the proximal convoluted tubules to absorb more NaCl and water, and second, by stimulating adrenal glands to secrete a hormone called aldosterone that induces the distal convoluted tubules to absorb more sodium ion and water. Okay, and second, control by arterial natriuretic factor ANF. So ANF is another hormone that oppose the regulation by RAAS. The walls of atria of the heart release ANF in response to an increases in blood volume and blood pressure. ANF inhibits release of renin from the JGA and thereby inhibits NaCl reabsorption by collecting duct and reduce aldosterone release from the adrenal gland. Thus ADH, RAAS and ANF regulate the formation of kidneys. As a result, they control body fluid osmolarity, salt concentration, blood volume and blood pressure. Okay. And control by antidiuretic hormones, ADH. This hormone is secreted by the posterior lobe of pituitary glands. It regulates the amount of water excreted in urine. Normal concentration of ADH result normal reabsorption of water, and there is normal output of water in the urine. Under secretion of ADH results diuresis or diabetes insipidus or polyuria, whereas over secretion of ADH results into more reabsorption of water and sometimes less output of water causes edema. Okay, it is interesting to note that secretion of ADH from pituitary varies with the intake of water. If less water is taken, more ADH is produced to reduce the urine volume, and when more water is taken, less ADH is reproduces. To that, only a small amount of water is reabsorbed and excess amount goes in the urine. In short, ADH helps kidneys to conserve water. Okay, and control by parathormones secreted by parathyroid glands. It increases renal tubular calcium reabsorption, thus decreasing urinary calcium excretion. So it also reduces reabsorption of phosphate, thus raising its urinary excretion and lowering extracellular phosphate concentration. Control by thyroxine. This hormone is secreted by the thyroid gland, and it reduces the reabsorption of water in the excretory tubules, which leads to polyuria or diuresis. Okay, and I think it's enough for today, and next day we will learn composition and nature of human urine. And till then, goodbye and take care.